If you get Vanessa Bryant pregnant, you become the Black Mamba, okay? You recover the mantle. It's like the Green Lantern ring. Like all the magic, all the work ethic, the mentality, it's all in there. Where else would he leave it?
My honor to introduce my dear friend Pal tonight. Pal was special to Kobe, as a teammate, as a man, and as a friend.
The internet's going wild saying Vanessa Bryant's pregnant with twins. And not just that, they're claiming she finally replaced Kobe. The timing? Straight up awful. While folks should have been celebrating Natalia Bryant's graduation from USC with honors, the moment got hijacked. Her proudest day got drowned in baby rumors, TikTok theories, and a whole lot of disrespect. Pictures popped up, people zoomed in, analyzing every outfit, every angle.
TikToks claiming soft launches. Then came the so-called sources talking about twins, baby daddies, and betrayal.
Soft launch videos started trending. Then came the sources, whispering about twins, secret baby daddies, and even betrayal. And just like that, Vanessa's silence became the headline, and Natalia got dragged into the mess. Now, the rumors ain't just about pregnancy.
Vanessa Bryant pregnant? I ain't want to be in my business, but what the f***? You telling me Kobe Bryant's wife, ex-wife, is pregnant with somebody else's baby? What the bomber clot? You nah be serious. You can't be serious.
They're dragging Kobe's legacy into this and throwing out wild names about who Vanessa's been linked to. NBA legends, celebs, even close friends. The gossip got nasty. Meanwhile, Natalia just watched her big moment get snatched away in real time. And let's be clear, her so-called crash out had nothing to do with school. Let's talk facts. Natalia Bryant just hit one of the biggest milestones in her life, graduating from USC with honors. That's major. But for her, it wasn't just school. She carried her family name through grief, heartbreak, and pressure most grown adults can't handle. She walked that stage like a warrior, proud and powerful.
If you get Vanessa Bryant pregnant, you become the Black Mamba, okay? You recover the mantle. It's like the Green Lantern ring. Like all the magic, all the work ethic, the mentality, it's all in there. Where else would he leave it?
For a second, people celebrated. Celebs showed love. The internet posted tributes. Even Taylor Swift sent gifts to the family. It felt like peace. Like maybe, just maybe, the Bryants were finally getting a win. But it didn't last long. Days later, everything flipped. The focus wasn't Natalia's achievement anymore, it was Vanessa's belly. That's when the whispers turned into noise. Vanessa's pregnant. And once that hit the timeline, the internet exploded. Comments, memes, conspiracies, and everybody suddenly had something to say. So what were folks really posting online? Let's get into it. This whole thing flipped real fast, like one of those plot twists you never see coming. It went from "Congrats, Natalia" to "Who's Vanessa creeping with now?"
Vanessa Bryant and Rob Pelinka picture goes viral, and a lot of people are speculating about if Rob Pelinka and Vanessa Bryant are, nah, I mean, Rob Pelinka, you thought you got away with it, but you ain't get away with it. No!
Overnight, headlines started reading like gossip blogs, not real news. It got even messier. People actually said she was replacing Kobe and tossed Natalia right into the fire. How's a 21-year-old supposed to enjoy the biggest win of her life when the internet's acting like her mom's love life is a public event? Natalia's already lived through heartbreak most people don't even touch. And now she's gotta sit back while folks tear into her mom and her dad's legacy like it's all some reality show. No wonder people say she crashed out. They didn't even let her breathe before dragging her into the next storm. Then came the so-called evidence. Social media detectives went wild. Screenshots, slow-mo clips, zoomed-in pics, circles around her waist. The whole internet turned into CSI. Vanessa. And yeah, the jokes came too. Some of them had fans hollering. Like this one. "Ken, where's Barbie?" Had folks crying. Funny? Maybe.
Dear friend Pal tonight. Pal was special to Kobe, as a teammate, as a man, and as a friend.
But let's keep it real. Vanessa hasn't said one word about dating. No soft launch pics, no secret brunch dates in the background, not even a flirty emoji. Yet folks acted like they cracked the Da Vinci Code just off vibes. So how did Vanessa respond? She didn't say much. She didn't have to. She clapped back on Instagram with 2 cold-blooded memes. First one, Rihanna in goggles flipping the bird with the caption, "Me protecting my peace, not pregnant and having fun all summer." Boom. The second, "I'm not mean. I'm just not the one. Period." But instead of shutting things down, that just lit the internet up even more.
Paul Gasol surprises Vanessa Bryant with some beautiful white roses, and everybody think it's just okay because, they're just friends, there's nothing going on. No!
Some folks claimed she was just trying to keep her private life private. Others straight up called her a liar. Comments exploded. One person posted, "Statistically, she waited longer than most dudes do. Let that woman live." Another dropped a bomb. "Not a fan of her or her ex, but she ain't cheating. She a widow. Black men mad 'cause she got the bag and moved on with her non-black life." Yeah, it got that ugly. And the worst part? This wasn't just about Vanessa anymore. This rumor had a life of its own. This whole mess didn't just hit Vanessa, it landed hard on her daughters too. Especially Natalia. I mean, imagine the world saying your mom's out here trying to replace your dad. That cuts deep. But let's talk about what really took this rumor from spicy to straight up viral. The question everyone's been screaming, who's the baby daddy? From the second people started whispering about a pregnancy, they weren't just asking if it was true, they wanted names. Like, who could even come close to replacing Kobe Bryant? Let's start with the first name that had people raising eyebrows early on, Rob Pelinka. If you know hoops, you know Rob. He was Kobe's agent for years and became one of the Bryant family's closest inner circle people. Helped manage Kobe's business moves. Been around forever. There's even a viral TikTok breaking down a photo of him and Vanessa that got folks talking real greasy. But it was one sweet birthday post that really sent fans into overdrive. Vanessa dropped a tribute to Rob with a few throwback pics and a kind caption.
One thing that you did write about in the book, and that has been highlighted, is case. Mm-hmm. And you had made a TikTok on it saying, basically, if you read the details of the investigation and of the allegations, a lot of it is tied to Kobe and his personality, and there's some awkwardness in there. Can you explain some of that and kind of what you found out from reading that investigation?
Yeah, well, I actually went to Eagle, Colorado, where it took place, and spoke with a lot of people. And it's interesting. Like, do I think Kobe raped this woman? Yes. Do I think Kobe thought he was raping this woman? No. And I know that sounds like a cop-out answer, but I don't mean it that way.
That's it. But in the world of the internet, that was more than enough. People started questioning their friendship like they caught something hidden. Here's the twist, though. Rob's very married. Publicly, happily, got kids and all that. So yeah, the bond's real, but anything romantic? Never confirmed. Still, that didn't stop people from fanning the flames online. Then came the name that had blogs locked in a chokehold. P-Gal. Pau Gasol. And honestly, it's not hard to see why folks started side-eyeing him.
You got Natalia and those 2 little babies?
Always. Listen, babies, they don't call me Uncle Shaq for a reason. You call me up, you find me, I'm not hard to find, I'll do whatever y'all need.
After Kobe passed, Pau didn't just show up once and bounce. He's always been there. Family holidays, flowers on important dates, dinners, quiet check-ins. Even the way Vanessa introduced him at Kobe's jersey retirement had people going, wait a minute. But what really lit the internet up? Valentine's Day. Pau sent her white roses. Not red, but still. That's Valentine's Day, y'all. And fans were quick with the questions. What kind of friend sends flowers to a widow on that day? So now we're here. The rumor's no longer just is Vanessa pregnant. It's who got her pregnant. And it ain't innocent curiosity. It's like people are out here keeping score, stacking every man up next to Kobe's memory. That's when it starts getting dark. Because this isn't just about Vanessa anymore. This rumor didn't just blow up, it hit hard. Especially in LA. And it's tearing into her daughter too. But to really get why folks in Los Angeles are this pressed about Vanessa, you gotta understand what Kobe meant to that city.
All writing, our little one has finally arrived, Elizabeth Gianna Gasol, a very meaningful name for our super beautiful daughter, #GirlDad. And that wasn't enough. They also asked Vanessa Bryant to be Elizabeth's godmother, an honor that she happily accepted. Vanessa writing, "My goddaughter is here. Congratulations, Pau and Kat. Love you three so much. So touched by your request to honor my Gigi."
One Reddit user said it best. Kobe is a deity in LA, not an athlete, a religion. Nobody else even comes close. Not Jeter in New York, not LeBron in Cleveland, not Curry in the Bay, not even Jordan in Chicago. Kobe was the one for LA, untouchable. So now, 5 years after his passing, the idea that Vanessa might be pregnant, to some diehard fans, especially the men, it feels like betrayal, like personal betrayal. And that's wild when you step back and really look at it. Because let's be real, Vanessa never asked for this spotlight. She wasn't chasing fame. She was Kobe's wife, a mom, and then, overnight, a widow. She held it down, quiet, strong, grieving. And now, some fans acting like she owes them something, like her pain has to fit their expectations. Like she's supposed to wear black forever, never smile again, never love again, just to keep up this fantasy image of Kobe's legacy. Some straight up said she should never date again, that her job is to die a legend's widow. Wait, what? So she's just supposed to raise kids, cry in silence, and stay alone forever to make them feel better? That's not love, that's control. And the worst part? That twisted energy doesn't stop with Vanessa. It's sliding right onto Natalia. Because if people think Vanessa's moving on disrespects Kobe's memory, then guess who they expect to pick up the torch? Natalia. Suddenly, every step she takes, what she wears, who she talks to, how she smiles, it's all picked apart under the microscope of her dad's legacy. And the wildest thing? She hasn't even said a single word. Nothing! And still, folks out here reading into her silence like it's a press release. Before anyone starts preaching that Vanessa owes it to Kobe to stay frozen in time, let's talk about the real story behind their marriage. 'Cause it wasn't some fairy tale. It was raw, emotional, and messy. Kobe met Vanessa when she was just 17, still in high school, working on a music video. He was 21, already a rising NBA star. He saw her, fell hard, and within a year, they were engaged. 1 year later, married. But this wasn't just some young love story. It came with baggage, heavy. In 2003, Kobe got hit with serious accusations from a 19-year-old hotel employee. The case was eventually dropped, but Kobe did publicly admit he cheated on Vanessa. And even worse, he admitted the woman didn't see it as consensual. That moment, one of the darkest in his entire career. And through it all, Vanessa stayed silent. She didn't run to the media, no sit-downs, no tears for headlines. She stood by him, quiet, strong, and loyal. Kobe begged for forgiveness, with tears, with public apologies, and a $4 million I'm sorry ring. Yeah, you heard that right, $4 million. So, let's stop pretending this marriage was some Disney fairy tale. It was real, it was messy, and it was human. And through it all, Vanessa kept protecting him. No tell-alls, no dragging him online, no scandal from her side. She held that marriage together, even when he didn't always protect her. Now folks online want to say she should never love again. Out of respect? Respect for what? Vanessa already gave that man more grace than most women ever would. One comment nailed it. Kobe cheated on her before. Let her move on. She stayed down before and after the drama. And it's true. She wasn't there for fame or clout. She stayed for her family, for her girls, for the life they built together, even with the pain, even through the mess. And despite everything the internet throws at her, one thing's never changed. Vanessa and her daughters are not alone. While the online world keeps arguing whether she's allowed to move on, there are real people, the ones who actually know her, who've been holding this family up from day one. This is where found family comes in. Not everybody who rides for you shares your blood. Sometimes, it's the people who stay when the cameras are gone that matter the most. And one of those? Shaquille O'Neal. And yeah, let's talk about P-Gal. Pau Gasol's name might have been tossed around in the baby rumors, but come on. What he's done for the Bryant family runs way deeper than gossip. He wasn't just there for the press. He's been showing up. Holidays, birthdays, hard days. He's been a constant. And when he and his wife had their baby girl, he honored Gigi's memory in the most personal way imaginable. That ain't scandal. That's loyalty. This, right here, it matters way more than any headline or internet comment. Because after all the lawsuits, the heartbreak, the judgment, Vanessa, Natalia, Bianca, and Capri have built something real. A tight circle that doesn't break. And when the world flips on them again, that circle is what keeps them grounded. Pregnant or not, that's what counts. Once again, the world's showing Vanessa and Natalia that fame, grief, and legacy don't come with compassion. Every time this family tries to breathe, somebody rushes in to suffocate them with old wounds. And if the price of healing is public backlash, what happens when they stop asking for permission to live? Because here's the truth. The Bryant women have already survived the unthinkable. So what happens when survival ain't enough anymore? And they start chasing joy. Real joy. Loud, unapologetic, no more tiptoeing for anybody. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are people doing too much, or is the internet just showing its true face? Either way, don't forget to smash that like, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.